Naszym gościem jest Pedro Pereira da Silva, prezes spółki Jeronimo Martins Polska. Dzień dobry, panie prezesie.
Dzień dobry.
Good evening. How do you like Krynica this year? What mood do you see here? Is it positive mood, or are we gonna see some signs of slowing down?
I mean, overall, the key question that we have today is what about the future. And this forum, as you see in majority of the panels, are talking about what we expect for the near future and what are the answers, because so far we have a lot of questions. But in fact, compared to the past, we don't have many answers to that question. That is today the mood among the business people.
What do you expect? What do you expect for Biedronka in Poland?
I mean, we have been acting in advance, so we prepare ourselves in 2007, 8, 9 and 10, and all these changes that we've been watching, we've been adjusting our offer to be better prepared for the day after tomorrow. And so we have been adjusting our offer, being less exposed to articles that can bring more risk, like superfluous goods, more expensive articles, this and that. And we've been adjusting our offer following what you see that will be the trend of. So we see clearly in the recent months some slightly slowdown of consumption and some adjusting on the consumption patterns from the consumer that might choose more value for money than just what they would like to choose, they have chosen in the past. And we see some adjustments on these consumption patterns. And then we are adjusting our offer as well. So, you know, as time is passing, competition becomes more and more also aggressive, more wide environment in terms of competition with our competitors. So we have to be prepared, and we have always to try to be a step ahead of the things, and just to be proactive and not just reactive. And that's what they've been doing.
But can we say already that the Polish consumers are buying less? That they are much more looking into the cheap goods?
Polish consumer has been always very cautious, always very rational, and this is not the consumer.
Is it different from other countries?
For sure. It's not the consumer that just go after because it's something that is really interesting and they just buy. No, there are a lot of rationality on the acting of buying in Poland. That's what I saw in the last decade that I've been here. And we saw some adjustments because the budget is not elastic. So at the same time, the consumer has more temptations, has more things that they have before, driving more access to digital world, to this and to that. So, but the budget is the same. So we have to have much more pressure on the daily needs. So we see clear switch for more value for money than just for what was available before as the brand that I like or this or that. And we saw that assumption, but I cannot say that they are buying less. They are adjusting the consumption pattern, but I didn't see that they are buying less. Of course, there are some categories that you can see really a decline. So we see today.
Which categories, for example?
For example, we have today an adjust on alcohol category. That is somehow we see all the market is reducing the performance in alcohol. We have adjustments in a majority of the categories that are connected with more value. But generally speaking, we are, let's say, covering the basic daily needs of the consumer. So all the basic commodities like the freshness, the fresh perishables, then the basic grocery articles, drink, beverage. So you don't see really a big adjustment on that. What you see is that in other categories, like the non-food stuff, superfluous goods, and then really this is a problem for some other kind of shops.
Can we say that discounters like Biedronka are going up market with your offering?
I mean, we are following the market, meaning consumer today is much more demand than in the past. Consumer wants more
for less,
for lower price, wants more quality, and is demanding to get that for lower price. And this is what Biedronka has been doing through the years. So we tackle proximity, then price, and then Polish products with Polish suppliers. So we have also do all these cooperation with Polish business partners. And today, what we offer in Biedronka is the best of Poland to Poland. Meaning, we do that. Our business partners that are working with us for many years have been adjusting themselves as well to offer the best of Poland. And this we can see in our blind tests. When we do everyday blind tests, every week blind tests, and compare our quality with other products from Poland, not from Poland, and we are really on top quality what is possible from to get in Poland. Poland today has a fantastic food industry that has been improved year by year, and they are really prepared to the battle of open market in Europe. And you see a lot of business partners our partners that are getting a big success get in other markets because they're efficient, they have very good cost level and very high quality, and that's why I believe that Polish food will give a word in Europe in the near future.
How big is the percentage of Polish products in your offerings? As a
We have
whole
today, as a whole in our offer, as a result of our strategy for many years, develop this common development with them. Today is around 93 or 95% of our offer, of food offer, is produced in Poland, which is really
That's
an
a lot.
achievement, and I can tell that we are proud of that, because what we are doing in Biedronka is getting the preference of Polish consumer with the help and support and common development with Polish producers. That is somehow also one of the reasons that we have that success.
The expansion of your chain in Poland, how many stores do you have at the moment?
We are going to open now in September the store 2000, and we want to share and say thank you to all our consumer business partners that we have been working together to achieve that level. So it's a milestone for us. And we announced this year that we want to open 250 stores. We are going to open that 250 stores, maybe a little more, but is the target to be achieved. And we announced and we want to fulfill our plans that by 2015 we want to have 3,000 shops, and that's what we are working for.
Are you adjusting the network? I mean, will you be planning to close down some shops that didn't?
We close down every year. Always we close few locations because they become old, or we get a better location. But it's part of our development. So part of our is to open some stores. Sometimes we have to replace old locations because the traffic changed in that city because open too many companies on that location, whatever. So it's part of our that every year we close some of them, some 15, 10, 20, depends on the years. But it's part of the natural development in high speed.
What are you changing inside the stores? Are you changing the design? Or is it a basic plan, a basic model of your shop, and you are just going with this?
What is basic in our shop is that it has to be run with very high efficiency. That is basic in all the stores. So all the solutions that we put in place has to look for the efficiency and to get that, because we are a company that repeat each single act 1,000,000 times per day. So if we have to do this once efficient, that's the 1,000,000 times that you repeat that the transaction, that process is repeated 1,000,000 times in efficient way. Of course that we are adjusting every year, every week, every month. We are always improving here and there. So today you can find Biedronka fresh bread, today you can find Biedronka meat, today you can find Biedronka fresh fish, today you can find Biedronka fantastic collection of wines, today you can find Biedronka things that in the past were not available. And this is a natural development because the market is moving, we have to move as well. Consumer is more demand, competition is more aggressive, and we have to act in advance. So Biedronka is in fact is changing all the time, hopefully, and as consumer gives that feedback for better.
What changes do you expect in Polish retail market? There are rumors or information that some chains, some networks will be withdrawing from the country. I mean, the big French networks, for example. How will the whole market as a whole change in coming years?
What is happening today, it was expected and it was announced, and I told dozen times that will happen. That we are going to have even more consolidation in Poland. We still have a lot of brands that is not normal for the size of the market. You see in Poland, modern trade will gain a few more points of market share because it's still much below in any market in the eastern part, unless Poland will be exception. Today, modern trade accounts for 53% of the Polish market, and normal in any country, modern trade means accounts for 75-80% of the total trade. So a long way to go still, but we can see that there are consolidation, and the recent rumors is nothing that was surprising. I mean, we knew that sooner or later further consolidation will happen. Last 2-3 years happened on the wholesale side. Last 3 years was 3 years ago was a lot of movements on retail. That was the award left, the Casino left, and a few other leader price left, GN left. So, and that was a lot of consolidation. Plus left from German, and so it was a lot of movements. But then last 3 years, nothing special. I mean, of course there are some local players with more difficulty or there, but appears now some gossip that might happen again, another stage of consolidation. It was expected because proximity becomes more and more important. Neighborhood becomes more and more important, neighborhood offer, and this provokes some more difficulties for other kind of formats that are not playing the proximity role.
Mr. Da Silva, thank you very much for the conversation.
My pleasure.
Pedro Pereira da Silva, prezes spółki Jeronimo Martins Polska. Dziękuję bardzo.